So what is up? We've been hearing a lot of things about what's going on with the lockdowns coming. A lot of things about, speculations of, is it going to be worse? Is it going to be better? What exactly they're trying to do to stop the protests from happening in DC. They're going to be talking about, whether you stay in your homes, whether you're allowed out, is there going to be a curfew? A good friend of mine, Chris, gave us a nice breakdown that I'm going to go over for you guys, and we're going to get into that in just one moment. News, current events, politics, and everything in between. This is your number one source for finding out the truth. Never censored, never apologetic, and always patriotic. You're tuned in to the Patriot Perspective with the people's proud patriot, Alan Lee. So I know people have been wondering a lot what's going to be going on, and thankfully Chris broke it down for us. We're going to go over all of that, but if we take a look back at what went on, so we had a whole bunch of lockdowns in the very beginning of COVID-19. People didn't really understand it at all, so they were, everybody was masking up, trying to figure out what was going on. I kind of saw through the BS from the beginning, and so, then when things started to break down, then they said, oh, you didn't need to wear a mask. And they said you should wear a mask. And they said it has to be the N95 mask. And they said it could be a bandana. Then they said it could be pretty much anything. People lost their businesses. People lost their homes. People lost their jobs, and a lot of people lost their lives, not just from what they said. They only like to talk about those who lost their lives, according to the CDC stats of COVID deaths, but they don't talk about those who lost their lives due to suicide or lost their lives because of hunger and depression. So they always ignore those things. And, God knows what's going to happen with a lot of the families who had to close down their businesses. As we think back to the lockdowns and exactly what the lockdowns have given us, it reminds me of this.
On the first day of quarantine, this lockdown you gave me the virus COVID-19. On the second day of quarantine, this lockdown you gave me blue rubber gloves and the virus COVID-19. On the third day of quarantine, this lockdown you gave me no more friends, blue rubber gloves, and the virus COVID-19. On the fourth day of quarantine, this lockdown year gave me hoarding tendencies, no more friends, blue rubber gloves, and the virus COVID-19. On the fifth day of quarantine, this lockdown year gave me remote learning, hoarding tendencies, no more friends, blue rubber gloves, and the virus COVID-19. On the sixth day of quarantine, this lockdown you gave me murder hornets, remote learning, hoarding tendencies, no more friends, my kids won't find me under the bed, and the virus COVID-19. On the seventh day of quarantine, this lockdown year gave me doubt in my marriage, murder hornets, homeschooling hell, hoarding tendencies, no more friends, blue rubber gloves, and the virus COVID-19. Oh my God. On the eighth day of quarantine, this lockdown you gave me panic disorders. I haven't talked to my wife since Tuesday. Murder hornets, remote learning, kill me. I just bought 700 cans of soup. No more friends, just talk to myself all day. And the virus COVID-19. On the ninth day of quarantine, this lockdown year gave me my new love handles, panic disorders, doubt in my marriage, murder hornets, iPad learning. I mean, really, how much am I paying for this? hoard all that toilet paper. Friends, what are they? I think I'm allergic to latex. And the virus, COVID-19. Is it over yet? On the 10th day of quarantine, this messed up year gave me Dr. Fauci. My clothes don't fit anymore. Panic disorders. My therapist says this is normal. Murder hornets, remote learning. Stop hoarding tendencies. Does anyone want to hang out? I'll wear a mask. Stupid rubber gloves. And the virus, COVID, whatever, I hate you. On the whatever day of quarantine, this messed up year gave my new fat handles. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Everything's fine except murder hornets. Remote learning. Oh my god. Hoarding tendencies. Nope, I don't know any friends. Blue rubber gloves and the virus COVID-19. On the 12th day of quarantine, this up year gave me a week-long election. Harry and Meghan moved to Canada? Anthony Fauci. I just can't stop eating. I'm freaking out. My wife may leave me. Is that a murder hornet or a wasp? How the hell am I supposed to work and teach my kids at the same time? Oh my god. Reuse that toilet paper. I miss my friends. My hands are so sweaty. And the virus COVID-19.
And yeah, that pretty much says it all. So let's jump into what is announced to be coming. So I'm just going to kind of go down through the list here. All indoor gatherings and events involving people from more than one household are prohibited in public or private spaces. This includes private events such as weddings and showers listed as celebrations in previous guidance. Religious institutions and funeral homes are permitted to have people indoors, but density must be capped at 5 people per 1,000 square feet or 5% of maximum occupancy. Outdoor gatherings and events are limited to 10% of maximum capacity of the space or 10 people per 1,000 square foot for venues with an undefined maximum capacity, not to exceed 2,000 people in any outdoor space. In addition, all individuals at outdoor gatherings must wear masks at all times, and to reinforce mask use, neither food nor beverages may be served. The following businesses and activities are not allowed. High schools and colleges must move to online instruction only, with the exception of clinical instruction for students in health sciences. Indoor dining at restaurants and other food services. Takeout, delivery, and outdoor dining may continue. Additional restrictions on outdoor dining are detailed below. Theaters, including movie theaters and other performance spaces. Bowling alleys, arcades, and game spaces. Museums, libraries, those serving as access centers may continue to operate. Curbside drop-off and pickup services for patrons are allowed. Casinos are closed. Recreational activities and sport for youth, community groups, and schools. Gyms and indoor exercise classes, exercise groups, and classes may continue outdoors. Indoor pools. Senior day services, senior centers, and adult daycare centers remain closed. You can find this information also on erienewsnow.com. Pennsylvania expected to announce new restrictions on gatherings. The information is out there. It is up to you of what you want to follow, because these mandates are not law, they're not legal, and they cannot stop you from sharing time at the holidays with your family and friends. So stay safe out there, be vigilant, stand firm, and I'll see you in DC. News, current events, politics, and everything in between. This is your #1 source for finding out the truth. Never censored, never apologetic, and always patriotic. You're tuned in to the Patriot Perspective with the people's proud patriot, Alan Lee.